Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I made these Ninja Turtle Rice Krispie treats perfect for your Ninja Turtle party, so stay tuned and I will show you how. Here are the things that I use: some Ninja Turtle icing decorations, and I found those at Walmart, some Rice Krispie treats, some colored paper straws, and I have a variety color of jimmies. I have red, white, orange, lime green, violet, and blue. Alright guys, let's get started. Okay, so start this off, we're gonna go ahead and take out our Rice Krispie. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to insert the straw into my Rice Krispie. I find that this is very long, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim about 1 inch of it off, just with some scissors. It'll cut really easily. And then I'm gonna dip my straw into the wet candy melt, and I'm going to set the Rice Krispie down so it have some support, and I'm gonna kind of push in as I turn to fit this stick in it like that, and then I can have a nice length, not too long, not too short. And I'm gonna give this some time to dry, because if I try to do this now, the weight and a lot of times the warmth of the candy melt will soften this up, and it'll start coming down as I tap it to release some of that candy melt. So I have to give it a few minutes for it to dry, you know, to help it adhere on there like a glue. So I have to wait till it becomes matte. It's still shiny, so it's not dry enough. I have one here that I already dipped and it's going to be ready, but I need to do that dip first so I can go ahead and show you, and then I can move on to this one and dip it a second time so we can get the video moving. That way I can give it a second coat and kind of smooth out a lot of the little bumps there, just to smooth it out a little bit. You won't be able to see the too much because it's gonna have sprinkles on it. So if you don't want to double dip it because you don't want to maybe spend too much on your candy melt, you can just give it one coat, and then when you put your sprinkles over it, it will hide a lot of it. But I'm just gonna double dip it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover the Rice Krispie completely. And then I'm gonna let this dry so I can dip it again just to smooth it out a bit. And I'm going to be standing these up like this on some wax paper, because that'll come off really easily. And I'm gonna release as much as I can so that way it doesn't have like, when I dip it again, doesn't have like a thick coating. So that's good. So I'm gonna lay it flat, standing up like this. And a lot of times that candy melt is gonna come down as it dries, and it'll create a little bit of an edge at the bottom, and that's okay. It'll come off really easily with a knife. I can probably just trim that off right now like that. And again, I'm gonna give it some time to dry so I can move on to my second coat. Alright, so this has had time to dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip it for the second time. That'll help smooth it out a bit. And I'm gonna release as much as I can. And when I add the sprinkles on there, I'm going to add them on while this is flat. That way they can stick on there, and I'm going to lay them back onto the wax paper, but this time I'm going to set them down laying flat like this. If I do it this way or put them on a foam block standing like this, everything's just going to slide right off. Especially these toppers, since they're a bit heavy. I mean, they're not really heavy, but if you put this on there, it's just going to slide off. So that's why I suggest to lay them flat like this. So I think that's good enough, because I don't want this to start drying too quickly, or else I won't be able to stick on my sprinkles. So I went ahead and added the little character. And here I have my blue. It has blue on his mask, which is Leo. Don't worry about the sides too much. Just make sure that you have enough in the front. I'm gonna add a little bit of white. Now these white jimmies are pearlized. That's what it says right there, pearlized. They're not matte like the rest of these jimmies are, the colored ones. And I kind of like that because once this, I was gonna say icing, the candy melt dries, it's gonna dry flat, like dry flat. So the white pearlized jimmies will kind of stand out because they have a shine to them. So you're going to be able to see them. They're not going to blend in with that white candy melt. So put a little bit on the side to give it some color on the top. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this down. Alright, so as you see there, I have them laying flat and they will stay like that until they are completely dry. And then I can go ahead and just peel them off. They'll peel right off the wax paper and they'll be ready to be packaged. I'll show you at the end how I put them in a little bag, and that is it. Alright guys, so this is what I did with the packaging. So I found that the 6x4 solo bags fit them perfectly. I did trim just a tiny bit from the bottom because they were just a little bit long for my taste. So I just went ahead and remember to look for the opening, or else you'll be cutting the wrong side, and just a little tiny bit. So just about that much. And I will be going with my blue because I already got the other 3 colors already packed. So just stick it in like this. And if you do not want these little ears to stick out at the top, I'll show you in a second once I tie this. I'll show you how to get rid of those. And I'm going to grab my little twisty tie, wrap it around, and then tie it like this. Move it like that. And you see how this has a little bit of an overlap, little ears here. Just grab some tape and grab the length, about the length of the Krispie treat from the top, and then just fold these in your tape and grab that ear, and then fold this back again just like the other side and put the tape down like this, and now you have a perfect square. So I'm going to finish up the rest, and then I'm gonna make a little setup, and I'll show you how that all turned out. Alright guys, there you have it. What do you think? Really easy Rice Krispie treats for your Ninja Turtle party. I think this will be a great addition to your candy table at your Ninja Turtle theme party. So I thought this was really neat because it's not like a cookie that you have to wait hours for them to dry, or having to make icing, cookie dough and all that stuff. Is just a lot time consuming and a mess, and this is just super easy and relatively inexpensive, and you just have to put a few things together and you're done. You can do this a day in advance before your party. If you have plenty of time, you can do it hours in advance. It dries in a snap, and you just package them and you're ready to go. So I hope you like this idea, guys. I thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Share the video if you know someone that is having a Ninja Turtle theme party and may like this idea. And that is all, guys. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys.